Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw by the title, we'll be doing wow, I almost did a full face. That's a lie. We'll be doing 3 looks using the Beauty Bay Wilderness eyeshadow palette. I'm sure you've seen this around a lot because people are just really loving it. All the reviews I've seen, people are obsessed, and you know, honestly, I thought there's something in my teeth. Honestly, for a good reason, because it is such a great palette and I didn't know what I was missing until, you know, I really dove into it. And so, yes, I will give you guys all my feedback, all the tea sis, and we can talk about it. And yes, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. All right, so just looking on the Beauty Bay website real quick, I wanted to pull it up just so we were all on the same page. Currently, when I'm filming this, it is out of stock. I'm gonna assume they probably won't put it back into stock for another few weeks, maybe a week or so. I really don't know much about Beauty Bay. I haven't kept too many tabs on this site, and so I'm not sure how they do things. But it says like want to know when we're stocked up. You can enter your email, so it obviously seems like they're bringing it back. This palette is only $15, y'all. Only $15. You get 20 beautiful shades, and like these pans are literally massive, literally gimungo. You get blues, you get teals, you get greens, you get oranges, you get yellows, and you get your reds. You have so much variety in here. And I read, it says, reconnect with Mother Nature with the Wilderness palette, inspired by all the rich, earthy tones, leafy greens, and molten shades that nature has to offer us. This 20 shade palette features wearable hues while still allowing you to explore your creativity. 10 out of 10. Featuring the same Beauty Bay formula you know and love, each shade is packed with full of pigment, is super blendable, and lasts all day without fading. And oh my gosh, like that, even just that, reading that, honestly, you know, some brands just really can't pull the I guess, what was that called? The enticing factor to palettes. They can't pull it like that. And that is like one thing that really stood out to me as well. Obviously the formula did, but that like it really makes you want to play. You're like, oh my gosh, wait, I do want to be creative with the earthy tones. I want to be one with nature. Like Mother Nature, yes, I'd love to. Like, you really just want to get into this palette is one big thing. That obviously another big thing, the packaging. It just looks beautiful, and it's just almost makes you speechless. You have like your tree back here. You have just little different details that literally truly make it stunning. You have the little like sparkle in the front. Again, the different detail, the little gold and the little gold thing, a bee up here, which they don't have Beauty Bay written across the whole thing, and then it says Wilderness Mad Tiny. It literally just tells you what it is. Wilderness, I lost a nail, don't mind it. But it just says Wilderness just like this, and I love that. I'm just gonna read a few more things. Don't worry. Says the same thing. They're vegan, cruelty-free, awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it says, after seeing our customers always asking for a green palette, I just had to give in and create one for them. I used the 4 elements of earth, wind, fire, and water as my inspiration, making sure to include rich wearable tones with fiery pops of color that just complement each other so well. I think this is my favorite palette yet. And oh my gosh, that is crazy to say, because people, like, Beauty Bay freaking has tons of palettes, literally tons. And to say that this is your favorite, saying a lot as a creator. And so, oh my gosh, yes. I paid less than $22 to get this shipped to me. So it is $15 plus shipping. You still pay less than $25. And this quality is probably worth $50. So again, not gonna talk too much. Okay, I talk a lot, but we are gonna get in with 5 looks. So I do want to like kind of put some pep in my step. I'm gonna swatch these shimmers for you. So we gotta go. Obviously, the top is like fire, earth, air, water. This is water, I suppose. Got some, I don't know. Then we have the shade Ray. Then we have the shade Ocean. I will swatch them on my hand when I get a few. We have the shade Breeze. And then we have the shade Moss. So far, these all feel like the same formula. We'll swatch them right here. These all feel like the same formula, these 4, and a couple other ones I'll mention in a second, but they are so creamy. They honestly have this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow vibe. If you've never tried Beauty Bay's formula, if you have, then you just want to see what they look like here, because beautiful, stunning, so again, it's captivating, and you're just like, I want to put that all over my eyes every day. And the formula lasts so long and it's so easy to work with, apply. The shimmers are 10 out of 10 would recommend. Then we're gonna go in with, this is Fossil Lime. And then the only outlier, I don't know, okay, so I don't know what they call these. Maybe they call these metallics, and this is a shimmer, because this is the only one that is chunky. She's not chunky. This is the only one that's dry. So this one is the only one. You can even see the difference in the way they look on camera, is that this one looks just a little bit more metallic, honestly, a little bit more pop. This one is a little bit more subtle. And so I wonder why they did that, because I don't personally love the red formula. Its swatch is nice, but you can just see how dull it looks compared. And so I personally don't like the red, but you know, like one shade out of all the 20 shades, whatever, I'll get over it. But here are all the shimmers here. Again, so beautiful, so stunning. And if you're someone who's drawn to shimmers, you're like, okay, but what about the shimmers? Here they are here, and I feel like they're perfect. I don't want to swatch all the mattes because you'll see them on the eyes, and then I'll talk about a lot of the formula at the end, just because I want to get into the looks. But if you couldn't tell already, I love this palette. And the shimmers are the real true star. The matte formula is really nice, but the shimmers are what really just got me. Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. 10 out of 10. All right, so I think that's about everything I need to say. So yeah, so let's just get on with the first look. So here's the final look. I'm obsessed. It's really pretty. I think that some of the other colors are a little bit more fun, if you will. Obviously red is probably the most wearable color out of all of them. I feel like, you know, obviously it's a neutral, very neutral color. neutral color. But it is really nice. The mattes are really, really surprising me because they are so blendable, but they're so buildable. This orange shade is stunning. I think I want to do like a little shade with this little corner right here because it's so freaking cute. The red shimmer, you can even tell in formula, they all look a little bit putty-like. Like if you dip your finger in, it kind of leaves the impression of your finger. So now this one is not. It's a little bit drier, and I don't know what the intention of this shade was. Obviously it's a shimmer, but it's not as creamy, and so it's not my favorite out of all the shimmers. Of course, I like all the other ones, I think, better, but it was just interesting to note. This side got a little kooky, but that was because I was trying to do nice wings, and this side of course messed up, so then I used a Q-tip with makeup remover, and it kind of then became weird. And I totally blame myself. I do not blame the shadows or anything at all. So yes, here's the final look. Let's just get on with the next look. I needed to show you guys, to talk to you guys, because these blues. At first, I started blending this shade Sky in my crease, and I was like, oh no, it's gonna be a bad one. And then I started to do Twilight, and I was like, okay, do I put it in the inner corner, do I not? I don't know. These shades are so nice because they're so workable. If you put too much, you can blend it out, and I love that. And the blues up here are so terrifying, honestly. They're just so scary, and they work so freaking nice, and I'm kind of truly obsessed. I think it's beautiful. The shimmer too is like that nice, it's the same as the other shimmers, except for the red one's the only one that is different than out of all of these shimmers. It's that same like cream formula where you put your finger in and it kind of leaves the mark. And I love that. It's so gorgeous, and I think that you could just have so much fun with this, especially for someone who's dipping into blues. The light blue, the shade Sky, is the perfect transition for this look because it's like just a pretty soft blue. It's nothing too harsh, but it's still blue, you know? So obviously it's blue. It's gonna help transition the blue look. So far, I am truly, madly, deeply obsessed. The shade Twilight, which is the deeper blue, just built so nicely in the outer corner and the inner corner. I am truly obsessed. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, I can't get enough. I think the next two looks will be looks that I did already, and then the last look will be one that kind of I dabble into a couple different tones. I think I'll just try kind of do like a look down here or something like that. But yes, I am so freaking excited. Yes, let's get on with the next look. All right, guys, so here's the final look. I am honestly obsessed. I love the way this looks. Again, same kind of vibe when I was saying about, I think it was, what colors? The teals. I said this in a previous video, but I was just saying how it almost, like when you think of the Wilderness palette, does it look like this look can come out of it? The answer is honestly no, you wouldn't think that, but it does, and it's so beautiful, and I love it, and the shimmer is stunning. I love these creamy shimmers, literally perfection. And the mattes are really, really nice. And so I think that the stars of the mattes are definitely, they put a lot of effort, I think, into the greens and the blues. I think the reds and the oranges are not as outstanding as the other colors. And usually, I think the darker colors are usually harder to make. So I think maybe they just put a little bit more effort in the other colors. But I think they are really, really pretty as well. And so the oranges really just like, pulled the whole look together. And I'm kind of all about it. So yes, I'm not going to say too much because I'm going to talk about the whole palette at the end, but I really am just obsessed with these oranges as well, and I'm glad that I could, spice it up too if I wanted to. Yes. This fourth one in here because this was the one that I had posted this the one day and I didn't film it, and so I wanted to show you guys it because I loved it literally so much. I used the teals in here, so they are literally just stunning. This row right here, I didn't go into this deep shade, but whatever. So far, guys, well, I guess we can close off the video here. I love this palette, and I think it's really worth worth way more than $15, honestly. I've been using it for 2 weeks now, and I think it's perfection. I love it. It's going to be one that I hold on for a really long time. I feel like it's unique, and everyone has said that it's a perfect palette for the transition to fall, and I think it's so true because it has your fall tones, of course, but it still has some pops that are fun for summer and like the ending of summer and like any final hurrahs you guys are kind of going out for, whatever. This is perfect for it, and I really do enjoy that. I think that they just really thought this palette through. The quality is superb. It's high-end quality for sure. The mattes are perfection. The shimmers are beautiful. I do, the only dud I feel like is this red shade down here, but that's literally it. Every single other shade is really good. Even the red mattes are even better, are really good. There's just the shimmer that's kind of like lackluster, but the rest is just stunning. There's nothing that I could say that I wish it had or wish it didn't have, like I feel like obviously I wish it didn't have this red shade, or like the red shade was the same formula as these, but literally that's it, nothing else. And so I'm in love, and there's a nice mirror in here, and again, the packaging stunning, everything about it is stunning for $15, and I think so worth it, guys. If you guys are even slightly interested, or if you're trying to get it, whatever it is, I would definitely make sure you put in your email to get notified when it gets back in stock, the whole nine. And yes, that is it for this video, guys. Let's find a quote while we're here. So the quote for today is, a short one, but it's just one day at a time, and I love that. Just take it one day at a time. That is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next one. Bye, guys.